Hello, my friends. Thanks for coming. Humans feel different from the other species here. And we are different. There's a very important difference between us. It's not language, it's not mathematics, it's not imagination, it's not many of the things we can do with our mind, it's not emotion. It is simply this, that we are carrying within each of us the equal potential to create and to destroy. The polarity, the opposites, have to exist in order to drive expansion, to drive evolution in our reality structure. There had to be a species that was carrying this ability in order to move the evolution of all here in this focus. And we volunteered to do that. So, as individuated awareness, when we choose a species to work within, we all knew this was the major characteristic, say, of being human. And it causes us an awful lot of suffering, as we know in the world. And that's because there is energy gained and energy corrupted. So let's use two examples of it. When I go into a grocery store, I always try and compliment people. I always acknowledge people, particularly in wheelchairs, because of my brother. I just try and jolly people up. And not only does this give them possibly a little bright moment in their day, but maybe I'm being really selfish because it also gives me a bright spot in my day and makes me feel better. So maybe I am just being selfish by being nice to other people. And then we've all had the experience where we're driving down a road and we're doing the speed limit or maybe even a little more, and there's a car behind us that's weaving back and forth and maybe honking their horn and, just carrying on, fussing back there. Now, I usually pull over in a case like this and let them go by and leave them stewing in their own juices. But what's the experience of that person who is in such a negative emotional state? Well, my guides have told me that we can corrupt our personal energy, and that energy spins out in a type of pollution that's all around us. So other people can sort of pick up on that negativity, that pollution. It's like they have a little gray cloud following them around. And of course, forgiveness is the key to adjusting or balancing all the energy. Because if somebody does you wrong and you forgive them, then you have kept the perpetrator from losing energy, and you've kept yourself from losing energy or having the energy within you corrupted. We deny the damage that we do here. It's very much a part of us to think that somebody else is responsible. That, genocide has been happening on this planet over and over with all the species. Every time humanity is here, it happens. Humanity tends to destroy places, thinking that they can move on to somewhere else. So it's easy to see destructiveness on the outside, and especially the kind of collective destructiveness that happens when people join in tribes. It is easy for us to hide our own ability to destroy when we're acting on behalf of some cause. There are many ways to deny that we're carrying this equal ability. That's just one of them. And I wanted to mention the media because the media is almost trying to wake us up with the next bad thing and the next bad thing and the next horrible thing. It's like, wake up, humans. Change what you're doing. Do something different with yourselves. So the media is not fostering destructive acts. You know, a lot of the young people who are going around, you know, being serial shooters or shooting, learned that from their parents. They weren't born that way. Yes, I suppose there is mental illness, which is a contributing factor, but there was an influence there somewhere for these actions. But don't get me wrong, every one of us has the ability to go into a mall at Christmas time and shoot people. Not just because we have the physical ability. Well, I'm not sure I would have the physical ability anymore to do that, but we all have the potential for these kind of heinous actions. And when we can accept that this is the core aspect of humanity, then we can make different choices. It's all about choice. Now, energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be corrupted and it can be enhanced. And that is our choice. So we're going to stop there today. There is a part 2 on this. Now, I wanted to ask you guys a favor. My kitty wants to ask you a favor too. If you would share this in your groups on whatever social media you're on, it would help me tremendously. You know, I'm not really into self-promotion. That isn't my work. So if you would give me a hand, that would be wonderful. And until I see you again, please be well and please be blessed. Thanks for coming.